welcome to or welcome back to Rainforest Oracle. It's so great to have you here and to have your support. If we haven't met yet, hello, my name is Amanda. I'm an illustrator by day and intuitive reader by night. If you are returning, hello once again. Thank you for your continued support. I do these readings every week, so please consider subscribing and clicking on that notification bell so you never miss a reading that I upload. Today, we're going to be letting the cards decide what mystery message they would like to share with you today. These readings are general, so if it resonates, fantastic. However, if it doesn't, please leave the messages for someone else. Quick note that private tarot readings are also now available on my website. Link for that is in the description box below, and only in the description box below. So let me introduce you to your piles today. We are using oracle decks to choose your pile. Pile number 1, you have Wisdom of the Oracle with the Angelite stone. Pile number 2, we have the Everyday Witch Oracle with the Flourite stone. And for pile number 3, we have the Sacred Traveler Oracle with Amethyst. So if you need more time to pick your pile, please pause the video now, then head down into the description box below to find the timestamp for your reading, and we'll see you over there. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the Wisdom of the Oracle deck with the Angelite stone. And we're going to get one card today for the opening energy of your reading today. So Go the Distance is your card associated with the number 47. Could be an age, could be a lucky number. So there could be somebody here who is very resilient and maybe even speedy, ambitious towards their goals and what they want to achieve. Also, this could be a card coming in to share that you are close to being to some kind of finish line, but you just have to make that one last push. You might be tired, especially if you've been persisting for some time on this goal, and maybe you're running out of steam and you feel like you can't go any further. But I get the sense Spirit is coming in to share that this is all about going the distance and continuing to keep pushing because you're so close to finishing. You're so close to the end here. So we're going to get some opening energy for the collective now with a single card. This is different than the Oracle card. The Oracle card is sort of a general energy for the overall read and a bit of a foundational card. And this card is just about the collective energy of those in pile 1. Spirit, please offer us, thank you, a card for the collective energy of pile 1. And you got the 3 of Cups. So a lot of people here, very sociable, loves to be among friends, loves to enjoy the company of friends, and possibly some extroverts in the group as well. So we're going to get some cards now for the reading in regards to your mystery message and clarifying what this Go the Distance is about. So, Spirit, please share 3 cards for pile 1 in regards to the mystery message that you would like to share with them today. Thank you for the 1 card that just came out. We'll take a look at that one in a second. Spirit, please share 2 more cards for pile 1 in regards to the mystery message you would like to share with him today. Thank you. And one more, please. One more message, mystery message for pile 1. One more card, please. Clarify this mystery message for pile 1. Thank you. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles here. So yeah, I love that you're moving from the Knight to the Queen. There is movement here. It is just very slow. So going back to the Oracle card right away, I see that you are going after something. This could be job, business, career, anything in the material world as well. You could be moving, purchasing a home, obtaining something of material value. This could also be spiritual values as well that you're trying to move towards. There is definitely an opportunity here for more emotional fulfillment, but the movement in this is quite slow. However, you are moving towards abundance, and that could be where the fatigue and impatience I was picking up, because I feel you are a fast mover, you're very ambitious, and you want to get to the finish line relatively quickly when you have a goal in mind. But at this time, things are moving quite slowly, which might make you feel like you can't or aren't achieving the abundance that you're looking for, the goal that you're after. However, the cards are telling me right now that you're moving, it's just moving slowly. And we'll get clarifiers for these, but there is an opportunity with the Ace of Cups here for some kind of emotional fulfillment, going towards your desires, whatever that desire or that passion is. But this slow movement is almost disrupting that flow. And I feel like you have to bring in a little bit more nurturing energy, like the Oracle card mentioned at the very beginning. A little bit more nurturing of that seed that you planted in order to bring this to fruition. And just continue to persevere along that path, especially if it's a desire. The Ace of Cups can speak to not seeing the opportunity in whatever it is you're pursuing. This can also be a feeling of feeling drained as well. Again, something I picked up in the Oracle card. But I feel it's because of this, of how slow it's moving. You feel like you're not moving at all. It feels like you're running on a little bit of a hamster wheel. However, I feel like you are moving towards it. So you just have to persevere a little longer. And you might not be used to this slow moving energy, because if you are somebody who's an extrovert, who loves to do and go and see and achieve and put your heart into everything, you want to see results. You want to have that gratification of accomplishing and gratification of helping others and feeling good and helping others feel good. But it's just you're not at that finish line yet, and you almost expected it to happen faster than it has. So let's clarify the One of Cups. Okay. And Spirit, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So this, I'm going to take this as a bonus card. So you've got the Ace of Swords, another opportunity, a King of Wands, and the Hierophant. And these are clarifiers for these cards. So just taking this in isolation, this requires a mindset shift. As I mentioned before, this is something you're not used to because you're used to having a vision, putting it into action, and then seeing results. I don't want to say instantly, but relatively quickly. And because this is moving slower than expected, it's going to require you to shift gears a bit, to shift down, if you will, and to be able to still have that vision and that desire and passion in mind, and almost accept the fact that things are moving the speed that they are. There's almost a surrender here that needs to happen. And there is an opportunity for you to see things differently, and maybe a eureka moment. You might find something in this energy, this slow moving energy, that you never saw. When we go too fast towards a goal, we kind of don't stop to look around. So this is that stopping to look around, and this is an opportunity to see something in a new way that you never saw before. You might discover a new idea. You might be able to shift that mindset that you might be struggling with. So I feel this slowing down energy is going to help you see things, see something, see the situation, get a new perspective on things, have a new idea, have a bit of a eureka moment even about getting to your destination of reaching that goal. And then in the Ace of Cups energy, we have the King of Wands, who is a visionary, who is super imaginative and knows how to bring people together, to delegate in order to make the vision come true. So you could be a leader in some regard, whether it is an owner of a business, a leader of a team, a CEO, somebody who leads people towards a common goal. Now, I want to throw this out there because it's coming to me. Is what you're doing fulfilling? That could be the reason for the pause, is so that you can do some assessment in, is this position, this job, this particular career path, this business as fulfilling as I thought it was? Because if it's emotionally draining and not really aligned with your purpose, then of course it's going to be a bit of a slog to get there. It's not going to feel exciting. It's going to be draining. It's going to be even dreadful. So this period, this slowdown, is an opportunity to assess those emotions, assess that thinking, that mindset that you might not even know is kind of happening at this time. And with the Three of Cups and the King of Wands, I almost feel like that is almost a confirmation that you are involved in some kind of group or collaborative or community, and you are leading that community or collaborative to some kind of finish line. And you do have a vision about what you want for the team, for the company, for yourself, but something here is mismatched, or there's a misalignment. So a great opportunity here is not being seen, or there's a missed opportunity for to tap into some kind of flow, some kind of emotion, some kind of desire, or there is a lack of empathy and compassion in a particular situation. It's difficult to discern what that situation might be. It could be a lack of compassion and empathy for the slow moving energy, the slowdown, or the fact that you haven't yet got to the finish line. But there is lots of imagination, lots of determination and ambition with the King of Wands. You might even have many ideas, many businesses, multiple teams helping you, or multiple people. So you do know how to lead. You do have a vision for all of that. It's just not happening in the way you wanted, or it's not as fulfilling, or it's draining you in some way. And there is a sense of knowledge that almost needs to happen in order for you to come into this fulfillment, this abundance. And almost you have to nurture something. You have to nurture expanding your knowledge in a specific area, or tapping into those beliefs and values that you might have stepped away from for some time or have ignored for some time. This could even be a person who you've looked up to, a mentor, a spiritual leader, a business partner that has a little more experience or knowledge in what you might be challenged by or facing at this time. I'm also getting coach from this as well. But there are some beliefs and values that I feel need to be looked at, addressed, assessed in order for you to come into this abundance. Because there is something that you're not seeing in this process. An 8 of Wands. So it's funny because you start out kind of a slow-moving energy, taking a minute to look around even though you don't want to, and almost not seeing the opportunities. You just want to speed by it, but then you come into some kind of assessment or reassessment or some kind of shift, and you not only step into abundance and gain greater knowledge from this experience, but you have some fast-moving energy here where something comes to you really quickly. It could be that finish line, it could be a new opportunity, but you have lots of fireworks and celebration in this. It's lots of really speedy, happening fast, and then boom, it's here. And I love how you're starting and ending this reading with the cheetah energy, as if everything in between is just a detour you have to be a little patient with. And in this card, it speaks to having a focal point and putting all of your energy into that one area, one passion, one desire. So that also could be something for someone as well. I also find it interesting that there's a 3 here, and then you have 3 court cards, which is 1 queen, 1 king, and 1 knight, which is all about that gradual stepping towards kind of that mastery. I feel you have the mastery, but you need to step into being a little more patient, to slowing down, and to nurturing and fostering the passion or desire or goal that you are trying to get to. Those might be the missing pieces here. And once you come into that passion and come into that focus, that really honed in focus, that you'll be moving towards it quite quickly. And you'll start to see results quite quickly. So I'm going to pull an final oracle card now from the Nature Lovers Pocket Oracle, which is a deck that I designed. You can find it on my website in the description box below. Spirit, final oracle message for pile 1, please. Okay, final oracle message for pile 1. All right, so interesting card that came out, nurture the body to support the soul. And that almost feels like a really good message. We talked about that abundance and that nurturing energy that is almost required for you to get to that next level, to complete, to go over the finish line and start moving towards that finish line a little bit quicker than you are. And that nurturing could be nurturing yourself, your physical body a little bit more, getting lots of rest, eating well, drinking lots, exercising, all of that good stuff. But it could also mean nurturing this desire that you have, this passion, this purpose, because I feel like it might be missing here, or it's not as prominent as it should be. So pile 1, this was your reading. If you enjoyed it and would like to book a private tarot reading with me, all of the information for that can be found in the description box below, and only in the description box below. With gratitude, I'm sending you my love, and we'll see you in your next reading. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the Everyday Witch Oracle with the Flourite stone. We're going to be getting 1 card today from this oracle deck. to get your opening energy for your reading today as it relates to your mystery message. Spirit, could we get one, please? One, please. Thank you. Let's get one oracle card, pardon me, for the opening energy of your reading. Spirit, offer one card, please, for the opening energy for, thank you, pile 2. Hibernation and regeneration. So whether that is advice or kind of where you're headed, where you're at right now, I'm not really sure. We'll get into it, but that card is pretty obvious. It is about hibernating, regenerating, rejuvenating, resting. So as we're in the fall season going into winter here in the Northern Hemisphere, that rings true as certain animals get ready to hibernate, go into their caves to rest in order to prepare for the spring. So I get a lot of hermit energy from that. That might be something that is required of you right now. So we're first going to get a tarot card from the companion deck here, from the companion tarot for the Everyday Witch. This is the tarot deck. And this is going to be one card for the collective energy, and then we'll get cards for your reading. So Spirit, one card, please, for the collective energy for pile 2. And you have the 7 of Wands. Well, there is your reason for why you are tired. There are a number of people here who have been working diligently on something, towards something. They have persevered. Very similar energy to pile 1, which is interesting. You might want to check that out because it is all about pushing towards a goal. And in this one, it's a little bit different in the sense that you're feeling a little slightly defeated. You don't feel you have the energy to continue. And that is part of the energy that came out in pile 1, is that they're close to the finish line, but they don't realize how close they are because it feels like nothing's happening. And I almost wonder if that's just the collective energy of where everybody is at right now. Things have really slowed down, and there's a pulling back and a pulling inward to realign the energies and redistribute the energies. So whether this is you defending yourself in some situation or you're persevering to getting to a goal and not feeling like that's happening, feeling defeated, feeling like your energy is not helping the situation, that's almost exactly what the hibernation and regeneration is about, is that pulling back, preserving your energy, resting and rejuvenating. And maybe you have been working towards it quite diligently, and now is a time to pull back and rest because there's still just a bit more to go. So you have to make sure that that energy is preserved in order to push yourself to that final leg of the race. This feels like the turtle and the hare, and in this situation, you are the hare, where the hare in that particular, fable, fairy tale, and the hare is so fast, he just blows off the finish line, but gets tired halfway through, so he has to stop and rest and take a nap because he's so tired, and doesn't feel like he can get to the finish line because he's fatigued himself. Whereas the turtle, he just takes one small, slow step at a time, and he preserves his energy along the way. And he actually wins the race. Even though technically he's slower than the hare, he really managed his energy and his time well. So that might be something to consider here. It might be some advice that's coming out. And part of your mystery message is to take things a little slower, to not push to force a goal or an outcome to happen right away. You need to manage your energy and time a little bit better to avoid burnout if you're not already in that burnout stage. So, what are the cards you would like to share in regards to this mystery message, Spirit, for pile 2, please? Thank you. Your first card out was the Six of Wands in reverse. So the opposite of celebratory energy here. Sometimes when this card comes out, I get shame, but I don't get shame here. I get the fact that I get failure in this. You feel like you failed in some way. So not necessarily shame. I don't get a shameful feeling, but I do get that you aren't either seeing your successes or achievements, or you don't feel like you will achieve or succeed. Or failure, like you failed at something. So, which maybe is why the defeat energy is coming out. You're feeling a little defeated, and you're kind of almost giving up because you don't see this celebration, you don't see your successes, you don't see how close you are to getting your success. So the Page of Wands is your second card out, and the Tower. So yeah, you are hesitant. You're curious, but you're hesitant to pursue your passion. Maybe it's a really big, scary dream, goal, desire. And you've got all Wands energy here, which is that creative energy from a place of passion and desire. So you are chasing something here that you feel is aligned with your purpose, your destiny, even your creative ideas, something here that you want to create for yourself, maybe even for others. But there is a curiosity here, and I think you're going to come out of this hibernation and regeneration with fresh new energy. You're going to feel playful about it and maybe not so serious about it. But in order for you to get over this defeat, this lack of confidence, this feeling of failure, you might just need a bit of rest. You might just need to pull it back and not fight so hard, because I feel like you have what you need to succeed, but you are pushing and forcing too hard, too much, too fast. But you're coming back, and you're coming back with youthful energy. You're coming back with creativity. You might have some hesitation because you don't really know where this is taking you. You don't really know where the path is leading. And again, you don't feel like you have everything you need to succeed. But if you don't take this step, then the universe is going to come in and, I don't want to say force, but pressure you to take that path. Especially if it's something that's been kind of under the surface, just at the back of your mind, being like, let's do this. This is what we're passionate about. This is what we want to achieve in life. This is where we want to go. Sometimes it might take a long time, and our path might be a bit windy to get there. And that could be this Tower moment here where you feel a sense of defeat and failure. So then you go inside to figure out what it is you want. Is this for you? I'm going to say yes, it is, because it's something I feel you have a deep desire and passion to follow, to chase. But the foundation or the structure might not be in place yet for you to get it. There might be something that you still need to learn or understand, and I feel like this Tower moment is going to help you understand it a little bit better. It's going to almost encourage you to see what you haven't seen before. It might require you to adapt in a certain way that you haven't done before. The universe is clever in that way. It does kind of pressure you or push you into a bit of a corner in order for you to say, well, I have no choice but to do this now, but to go here now, but to follow this path now. So I almost feel that's what's going to happen, or this has already happened, which is why you're kind of in this state where you're taking time out to rest, rejuvenate, to gather yourself again, because this could have been a significant, disappointment, or what you think is a failure, when in actual fact, it's just another stepping stone and another opportunity to try again, but with a different perspective, a different set of eyes, maybe being more playful, bringing in that creativity that you have to problem solve, to create in a way that you've never done before. So let's get some clarifiers. Six of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Six of Wands in reverse, please, for pile 2. Clarify the Six of Wands, please, for pile 2. Yeah, they're similar energy, folks. The universe, spirit is definitely encouraging you to take a break. You have worked really hard, I feel, up to this point. And spirit is telling you that if you don't take a break and take care of yourself, you are not going to finish the race. You are not going to get to the end goal. You might even end up in a bit of a tower moment where it's going to force you to take that rest. But the wands can speak to structures, pillars, walls, kind of building of something, creation of something. And fours are also about those pillars, that structure. And in order for us to have a stable structure, we need to be very intentional. We need to bring all of our effort and energy into that creation or that building of that thing. And if we don't, if we show up tired, if we show up with our mind elsewhere, we're going to make mistakes, we're going to miss a step, and it's going to set us back a little. So maybe this is a bit of a setback here that you've experienced. But I feel like you're coming back. What's this Page of Wands? I'm curious. I'd love to get an ace for you for the Page of Wands. Curious. Page of Wands about spirit for pile 2. Page of Wands, pile 2, clarify, please. Okay, one more round. Okay, we have too many. That was way too many. It was like 4 cards. We don't take 4 at a time. Okay, so the World in reverse. Yeah, there is something that needs to come to an end in order for this to begin, in order for you to see something new with fresh eyes, to start again with the lessons you've learned, integrating those lessons, taking only what you need onto this next leg of the journey. But there is a resistance to that change. I feel like you feel the change that needs to happen, but you are not taking it. Maybe there is a hesitancy to let go of something. Maybe there's a resistance to not wanting to make decisions. Or, if this is about this journey here, maybe you're nervous about taking that journey, so you're preventing kind of the ending of whatever this is, because this is comfortable. Whatever you were in before that you felt disappointed about or defeated from, this is still comfortable for you. This is kind of what you've built. This is what you've spent your energy and time doing. And now that it's not working out, you still want to try again. And so that's kind of this energy of, I want to go back and try again. Whereas you might need to start something fresh, start something new. And that doesn't mean that you start over from scratch, but taking what you have, repurposing it. How can you use your skill set, your assets, whatever you've built or created in a new way? And that's going to shift and make that change happen as it needs to, because the Tower is here. which is that universal energy of significant change, significant events. And there's a resistance to this change that the universe is kind of nudging you towards. It's like, no, you'll be successful. I know you're scared of this new path or this new way of doing or creation, but I feel like this is going to get you closer to your goal, your dream. But there's something in this rest and rejuvenation that I feel needs to happen first. Maybe it's simply just getting your energy back to continuing. So the Two of Swords, yeah, see? In between a rock and a hard place here. And not having all of the information that you need to make a decision. Both decisions don't feel good. Maybe one decision has run its course and the new one is scary and unknown. So in that sense, yeah, I don't want to make a decision because neither of them really feel good. I feel like you might be repeating some things if you just continue to do whatever this is over and over and over again. You'll continue to come back to this and continue that cycle. But if you start a new journey, then there's all these unknowns. It's really uncomfortable. I don't know what's around the corner. But this indecision, it's funny that it's paired with the Tower, because this moment of indecision, you can stay here for as long as you like, but you are either going to decide the path or the universe is going to come in and say, okay, let's do what you really deep down want to do but are too scared to do it. I'm going to set up the parameters so that you have no other choice but to choose that path. And I giggle a little because I've been in this situation multiple times and am currently in that situation. So it's something that I'm familiar with, and it almost feels like it's the same every time it happens. I know I don't want to make this decision, but I kind of deep down know I need to make that decision. And the universe is like, well, no, since you've taken too long, I'm just going to, nudge you a little bit more and pressure you a little bit more to make the decision you want to make. Since pile 1 got a 7th card or 8th card here, I want to see if another one comes up as kind of an outcome advice for their clarification. Spirit, do you have anything else to share with pile 2 for us today? Thank you. Oh, look at that. Love it. Love this energy for you. Now, seemingly, this person, again, with the choices this way or that way, I don't know. But deep down, she does have an idea of which direction she's going in. This is all about understanding what you're feeling about one decision over another, what feels more exciting, even if that fear is there. And the Chariot, again, another major arcana, which indicates a significant shift or a significant event, significant change. Chariot's quite fast-moving energy, and it can be a card of victory as well. Even though you might be doubtful or nervous about a specific decision, I feel like you have a better idea of the direction you want to go in. And I don't know, maybe there's someone you can take along with the ride. There's a companion in this little motorcycle here. So is there somebody around you that you can kind of share this experience with, or bounce ideas off of, or get some help from to help you make this decision? But I feel you have a really good idea of the direction you want to go. It's just that the circumstances in which you're making this decision might not be as ideal. Clarity may come to you in this rest and rejuvenation period and might clarify this indecision that you're feeling. But I feel at the very end of this all, you're going to be moving in the direction that you want to go, and you are going to be very clear and controlled about what you're doing and where you're going. It's all about managing that energy level, not pushing too hard, not going too fast, taking that time out to rest and tap into what you're thinking, what you're feeling, where you're going, in order to be really mindful on the road ahead. So I'm going to get a card now from the Nature Lovers Pocket Oracle, which is my very own deck. I designed it myself. If you're interested in purchasing it, you can head down into the description box and find a link to go to my website and purchase. So let's see which final Oracle card message comes out for you today. Final message, Spirit, for pile 2. Do you have to share as a final message for pile 2 today? Final message for pile 2. I feel like one of them was trying to jump out there. One more round and then we'll pull. There we go. So enjoy moments of sweetness. So I feel like that pairs really nicely with this. And funnily enough, it's a bear and they hibernate in off seasons, right? So I feel like that is a really nice energy, not necessarily to clarify the reading, but to reiterate that rest is really important, and to enjoy the successes, the sweetness that you find along the way. Don't push yourself and be so hard on yourself all the time. It's time to enjoy this process, enjoy the beauty. Maybe on your next path, on the next leg of the journey here, rather than pushing so hard and burning yourself out or fatiguing yourself and losing a little bit of that passion and motivation that I know is there. So enjoy all of the moments of sweetness. Take rest regularly, take care of yourself, and enjoy the ride. So pile 2, this was your reading. If you enjoyed it and would like to book a private tarot reading with me, all of the information for that can be found in the description box below, and only in the description box below. With gratitude, I'm sending you my love, and we'll see you in your next reading. Hello, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Sacred Traveler Oracle with the Amethyst crystal. We're going to pull cards today, a card from this deck to get the opening energy for your reading. And this opening energy is just to get some foundational message or a foundational message for your reading and possibly offer some advice in relation to your mystery message. So joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Again, that could be some advice, or it could be in relation to your mystery message. You could need a little bit more joy in your life, a little more delight. Maybe even some heart-opening exercises through yoga or meditation, working with that heart chakra to maybe open your heart a little bit from a spiritual perspective. So let's get some cards now from the tarot. And we're going to start first with collective energy of the people here in pile 3. And this is something new I'm doing just to offer a little more clarity and foundation to the message, the reading. Okay, Spirit, could you offer a single card for the collective energy of pile 3, please? One card for now. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles. So we have some people here, and it's in reverse. So we have some hard workers here. We've got people who are masters or would like to be masters at what they do. And because it's in reverse, this is about self-mastery. So Pentacles can speak to job, business, career, but in the reversal position, it can speak to personal values, beliefs, all those things that we find value within ourselves, self-worth. So that could be something you're fostering as it relates to the Oracle card. You could be in a spot where you're not feeling joyful or delightful about what you're doing or certain aspects of your life, maybe even certain aspects of yourself. So that's something that you want to master, is how do I find happiness within myself? How do I get back into those joys and find delight again? So now let's get messages for your main tarot reading. Spirit, what would you like to share with pile 3 today? Okay, that one was coming out. And one more, Spirit. One more. Spirit, one more card for pile 3. What would you like to share with them today? They've gone quiet now. Spirit, one more card. Just one more. Thank you. All right. We had a little bit of attitude on that one. I'm okay with that. Queen of Wands in reverse. So, you are very charismatic. You are very ambitious and you just want to achieve. You might even be an overachiever in a certain sense. However, you're in a place where you don't want to achieve. You almost want something different in your life. And you don't want to do the same things that you've done before. Maybe I almost get a feeling of killing an ego here. You don't want to operate in the same way, and you want to step out of your ego self into a more spiritual self. Maybe how you're navigating a situation is not feeling good to you, and you have a feeling that it might be coming from a place of insecurity or not the right intention. Because I feel that you're a very charming person, a very confident person, a very imaginative person, very ambitious person, and I feel like you've mastered the external world to a certain degree, but you want to master the internal world now. And you feel like you'll gain more success or at least have more fulfillment within yourself once you master that internal self of yours. And I feel you'll be stepping into more of a delightful energy, a joyful energy. And maybe because you have such an ambition towards your external goals, when it comes to job, business, career, that you kind of feel like there's no life left and everything feels so serious. So you want to kind of flip that on its head and try to tap into those joys again, that childhood-like or that childlike energy, that playful energy. And I said childhood, so that could be something to look into as well, because there is a child here. What are those childlike joys, those childhood joys that you enjoyed and loved so much? I feel like you're in a season now where instead of working hard, it's time to play hard. And you're coming into an energy of intuition and of nurturing something new here, releasing yourself from the things that keep you feeling stuck. So there could be a stuck energy here and this could be why you're starting to look internally, because you're feeling stuck, you're feeling trapped by how you're thinking about a situation, how you're approaching a situation, what you're thinking about yourself. And so you feel bound, like you can't progress any further, almost like you've hit a ceiling. And you want to nurture something new, something different, something a little more magical and spiritual. And it's about having that patience to work through that process and kind of dismantle all of those thoughts, those limiting beliefs, those things that make you feel icky and not so great. And it's also about creation of something new. And that takes time. You know, when we plant a seed in the garden, it doesn't pop up overnight. It takes maybe months to actually see the flower bloom. And I feel you have that patience here. I feel you have that readiness to achieve that and to almost release all of the things that are holding you back, that are limiting you, that are keeping you stuck, that are really weighing heavy on your mind. And it's a significant shift. We've got a major arcana here, which indicates a significant shift in something, a significant event, a significant transition or movement. So let's get some clarifiers now for Queen of Wands in reverse. Spirit, can you clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse? Thank you. So yeah, you are questioning your beliefs, your traditions, your values here. You have operated from a certain space for so long that you've almost been on autopilot. Things have kind of just been running in the background. And we all do that, it's human. However, you're really coming into questioning that, or at least looking into that a little bit further. Looking at where you came from, what you were taught, the traditions that you value, the beliefs that you have, the aspects of life and people that you hold dear and that are important to you. You may even be looking to a leader for this, whether that is religious or spiritual, maybe even a mentor, a coach, somebody in your family that is older, has more experience. But there is a certain level of knowledge that you're gaining insight into or that you're learning that is going to help you along here. You may even be contemplating a career change here. You might be going from doing for your business and putting your energy into your business or into yourself into some kind of teaching and doing for others. Let's clarify the Empress. Thank you. See? Look at that. I told you were taking action. You are a very ambitious person. You've got the Tower in reverse, another major. We've got 3 major arcanas now. So again, this is a significant, I almost feel like the foundations are being rocked to some degree, and you are the one leading that charge in your own life. You are trying to tap into that joy and delight, I feel. You are trying to open yourself up, open your heart up to new things, to a new way of seeing, a new way of doing. And in order for you to do that, you're coming into an understanding that you have to break things down. You have to almost crumble the foundations of what you already know and kind of dismantle. I don't like that. I don't want that. I think I want more of that. I need that. So it's looking at all of that stuff to create something new, to plant those new seeds, and to rebuild that structure and that foundation almost from the ground up. Only taking what you need, only taking what you want, what you value, and building something that's completely unique to you. 8 of Swords. Can you clarify the 8 of Swords, Spirit, for pile 3? Thank you. Ooh, yeah. So this stuck energy could lead to a little bit of heartbreak. You might have to say goodbye to certain things, certain people, certain routines, certain habits. Or this could be stemming from some kind of I almost said breakthrough, breakdown, break up, but it could lead to a breakthrough. It could be the release of the things that are keeping you stuck. And this might be a bit of a painful time, a time for healing, a time for grief, because especially if you've held on to something for so long, or you've done something for so long, or you've done something a certain way for so long, we're letting go of that old self that has been carried around with us for so many years based on an experience that happened in the past, and that's no longer valid. It no longer resonates with us, so we have to say goodbye to it. And those are pieces of ourselves that we have to grieve and say goodbye to, because we're opening the door for something new. And yes, it served its purpose at one point in time, but it no longer serves us. It actually hurts us or keeps us stuck. So it's almost offering compassion and gratitude for that old self to have been with us for so long, because essentially it was a self that protected us, that kept us safe, that allowed us to move or navigate through difficult situations, or maybe even achieve certain things. But it's now time to say goodbye to that old self, even those people that are attached to that old self. So this could be a really difficult time for you. You have the ambition and the excitement and the need and want to make big sweeping changes here, but it's going to require you to step into some discomfort and step into a little bit of pain in order for you to finally get into this joy and delight that you're looking for. Because whatever this 8 of Swords is no longer serving you. So you kind of You have to say goodbye to it. You have to heal from it. You have to feel from it and then let it go. So because the other two piles got a final card, thank you, I will get a final card for you and another major arcana. So this tells me, take it easy. This is all about moderation. We cannot build Rome in a day. So when we're making these big changes, we can't expect everything to be changed tomorrow. Just like planting that seed in the garden, we have to plant that seed, nurture that seed, be patient with that seed, and moderate with giving it lots of sun, and then giving it some water, and then giving it a little bit of weeding. We got to weed out the stuff that we don't want so that it can absorb the nutrients and not be taken over by another invasive plant. So this is all about patience and all about that moderation that you need in order for you to really be aligned and connected with where you're going next. And I love that your starting card and your end card have angel wings. So if you believe in angels, if you believe in guardian angels, if you believe in spirits, if you believe in guides, I feel like they're here and they are with you along this journey. And if you're not sure how to navigate this difficult situations, always tap into how you feel about something or someone. If you have options, mentally decide, I'm going to do this, and see how you feel about that. Or choose another option and see how you feel about that. If there's one that really doesn't feel good or one that really excites you, then obviously go with the one that gives you the most joy and delight. Follow that intuition and tap into those feelings a little bit more. So I'm going to pull a card now from the Nature Lovers Pocket Oracle card. And you can, the Nature Lovers Pocket Oracle deck. And you can buy these on my website, which is one of the links in the description below. All right, so I got distracted by the card. Sorry about that. So you have a 4 with let go of control and expectation. So that could be something, a little bit of an insight as well in this process, is it's time to let go now. Not only to let go of those limiting things within our life that is keeping us small, that is keeping us stuck, but letting go of control of any outcome or expectation here. Because I feel that if you are someone who is really great at mastering your job, business, career, you're a leader, you know how to nurture that in order to see success, then this is almost asking the opposite of you. If this is an internal, spiritual, personal journey that you're going on to help yourself develop and grow as a human, is we have to let go of what we think things should look like, how we expect to feel, how we expect to show up. It's going to be different. It's going to be challenging. So give yourself a lot of grace and take things one day at a time. And don't forget to continue to tap into that joy and delight. So pile 3, this was your reading. If you enjoyed it and would like to book a private tarot reading with me, all of the information for that can be found in the description box below. With gratitude, I'm sending you love, and we'll see you in your next reading.